Alright, you guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Leia, and this is my cash stuffing channel, cash stuffing corner. Like, this is where I do all of my budgeting. So let's go ahead and get right into this budget video for our last week of February, but first week of March. So let's go. Alright, so as you guys know, I like to already have my bills written out on here just because it would be very hard for me to do it on camera with y'all because I just know I'm going to forget something, and I get paid every 2 weeks. So two weeks, a lot can happen in 2 weeks, and things change over those 2 weeks, and I can't keep up with all of it if I wait till I'm recording to write it down. So I just go ahead and do it, and then I explain it to y'all. So that's what we're gonna do right now. That's how I've always done it, but I'm just explaining it for anybody that's like, why are you doing the video if you already have everything here? Because that's why, And then after we do our bills and I explain to y'all what this is, then we subtract it from my income, and then we go ahead and we decide what's going to go into our variables, debt, and savings. So let's start with what my income is, because my job, I got $13.08, but I also got my Arkansas tax return, and that was $27. So if we do $13.08 plus 27, that's going to be $1,333. It's going to be the total. 1,335. What did I say? 335. 1335 is our total income for this last week of February, or last pay week of February. And so let's just go ahead and go over our bills and fixed expenses for right now. So let's see. Everything should be in frame. I've been trying to fix my camera ever since I moved. It's just not been the same. So I hope y'all can see everything, because it just has not been the same. So so rent is going to be $290. Because we have half. This is my bills envelope, and we should have half in here. I actually do want to count and see what we have, because shoot, it got stuck again. It's always stuck. But anyway, let's see, because the person that I'm splitting rent with, I have a little bit less of what I'm supposed to have from them, so I need to compensate for that, if that makes sense. So I need to make sure I have all of that. The rent all together should be $1,020, which is a $1,020. So let me do 1,020 minus, I don't even remember what their half is supposed to be. I think theirs is supposed to be, I think I have like 450. So I need 570. So this is 200, 250, 70, 80, 81, 2, 3, and 4. So minus 284 is 286. I think that is correct, because I wrote 290. So I just rounded it up. So this should actually be correct. I think I remember it correctly. So yeah, so we got 290 for rent, because that would be my half, plus this, of course, which would be whatever, 500 or something. I have to do that real quick because I couldn't remember. I know that I'm supposed to have just a little bit more than my half for that reason, but I couldn't remember exactly. So yeah, so $290 for rent. And then I told y'all, when I moved out of my old apartment, I asked them, you know, will I have a bill, like back pay for water, because y'all back paid me the last time, and she said possibly. So I'm saving for that possibly, but they have not billed me. They have not contacted me. I've checked the app because I'm still signed into their portal. There's nothing in that portal that says I owe them any money. So If it comes down to this not being needed, I'm just going to throw it into probably debt or saving challenges. So let's go ahead and go to new water. That's going to be 90. That's the other half, because we have half. And the reason why it's so expensive, it should only be about $45, but it's very expensive right now because we have to turn the water on. So y'all know how that goes. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna add this up while we're talking about it. I usually don't do that, but I'm gonna do that this time. Plus 90. And y'all like my nails? It's a little late, but I wanted these nails so bad. From Paint Lab, because I was showing y'all in my unstuffing the nails that I bought, and they finally came in. But I love them so much. I love press-ons. But and I hope you guys are having a good day. I feel like I don't say that enough, but y'all know. Y'all know. Okay, so electric should be getting 33. And then car insurance should be getting 61. My car loan should be getting 118. And I want to ask about my car loan. Okay, because I was thinking about doing the snowball method where you pay off the cheapest debt that you have the fastest. But because my Discover card and my car loan literally are like neck and neck. My car loan, my Discover card is more by only $1,000. So I'm just like, I don't know. I like paying off the Discover card more, but I don't know if I really want to do the snowball method, but I have been thinking about it. I don't know. But anyway, just want some opinions on that. But I really think I should prioritize my Discover card rather than my car loan. That's just how I feel. But anyway, my phone is going to be 20 because my phone bill is due every 3 months. So we're stuffing 3 months worth of phone bill. My chiropractor, that's going to be 25, which is half. My chiropractor appointments are going to be $50, but I don't go until next month, so I have time to split it into 2 payments, if that makes sense. And then my language learning, I've been doing Spanish. I was doing Korean, as y'all know, but I'll switch back to Spanish because Spanish just feels... Okay. I had to stop the recording because I looked up at my camera and I have like, I think pizza on my camera because I had Little Caesars, so I was trying to clean it off. I hope it wasn't in the video. I don't think so. I always check it before I start recording that it's not blurry or fuzzy or gray. So, but anyway, let's keep going. So, language learning, I think I'm going to continue Spanish because Spanish just feels more natural, more easy. I remember it better because I learned it for 3 years. And I stopped, but I just think it'll be better for me to do that. It feels more natural to me. So anyway, we're gonna do $14 for that because it shouldn't cost me that much, but I'm thinking that if I want to do 2 classes, this is enough for 2 classes. But just in case I don't, I'm gonna put that money here in spending. So even though it's over here in fixed expenses, it's actually going to go into spending, just in case if I decide I don't want to use all of it, it'll just be spending money anyway. And then down here, everything in pink is going to be what stays in the bank because it's such a cheap amount. I don't think I need to be stuffing it. So let's do plus 14. All right, my brother's allowance of $15. And then Hulu Plus is going to be $15. I think. I don't know if Hulu Plus is $13 or $15. I'll just do 15 and it's, you know, whatever. And then my Google storage is going to be plus 2. And then back market for my brother's phone, I got insurance on that for him. That's $3. This is the last month I'll have to pay on that. So next month, this won't even be on my budget anymore. And then home insurance is going to be $14. It's usually $3. I mean, it's usually $10, but because I switched my address, I guess they charged me a fee for switching the address. Actually, it was $24, but because I already had $10 for last month, I paid the 10. Now I'm left with $14, if that makes sense. And then, or this month, I mean, right? Yeah. This month, February, was $10, so I paid that $10, and then this $14 is going to pay for March because this is actually March's payment? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just know I'm stuffing $14. I don't know. Anyway, so plus 14, and then we have my iCloud storage is going to be plus 3, which is kind of annoying me because my iPhone sent me a message talking about some you don't have enough space in your phone for all of my stuff. What am I paying y'all $3 for then? What am I? I'm not understanding that. And then I did book me a hotel because, like I said in my previous video, I've just been a little bit under some stress, like mentally and physically a little bit, because I have been back in the gym. So my body, like as much as we love the gym, we have to admit that it does put a lot of strain on our body to be in the gym. So I want to go. And so I was on my hotels.com app, and it said I had $16 in one key point. So I was, and that expired March the 7th. So I was like, I don't want those points to expire and go to waste. And I need a break anyway. So I booked a hotel like outside of my city, in my state, but outside of my city. And it's just for one night, and it cost $84. And that's why you guys see these two things are marked out, because I decided that I'm going to take the $30 from hair and the $21 that I would have put towards my Klarna, and I'm going to put it towards the hotel, plus that $27 from my Arkansas tax return. All of those things added up together should equal 83 or 84 or something like that. I think it's 83, and I added the extra dollar to cover the change, because it should have been 83 and some change, so y'all know I'll round up. So hope that all makes sense. So the hotel is going to be $84. So we're going to go plus 84, and that's going to equal 807. So that's $807. All right. Yep. I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure I didn't mess up, since I was talking to you guys. So I'm just going to do it one more time for myself. Yep, 807. All right, so now we're going to do 1,335 minus 807. So let's do that. That leaves me with $528 to budget my variable expenses and my saving challenges and my debt. So let's go ahead and write that down somewhere, anywhere. Let's see, we're going to write it down. Usually we have space. We don't. Let's see, we're going to do 5, 20, and 8. And I'm going to highlight that just so that we can see it. Nope. All right, 528 is what we're left with. And so let's see, y'all, that's a lot more. I think that's like, what, $100 more than what I've been doing the past couple of weeks, because I think my last check I was left with like 4 something. So this is good. This means we have we have a little bit of wiggle room. I really want to do like 300 in groceries, maybe, or like 328 in groceries, because if I do 320, no. Actually, I always forget about student loans. I always forget. So do 528 minus 25. So we're left with 503. Okay, we're left with 503. And so let's see. You guys, what do I want to do? 503. Because if I do 100 for saving challenges and 100 for my Discover card, that leaves me with 303, which that 303 can go into my wallet. But I do have this $5 for giving. So I mean, I'm actually do minus 5 for the giving. That's $498. So maybe I could do 98 for Discover, or hold on, or 90. Let's do 98 for savings, 100 for Discover. So let me do minus 98 before I write it down, and then do minus 100 for Discover. That leaves me with $300 for my variable expenses. I think that works for me. That works for me. That's $98 into my saving challenges is a lot. Yeah, that's for me, as someone with a low budget, that's kind of crazy. But I do have a big challenge from Yancey. I may try and go ahead and finish it while I have this much money to finish it, because that money actually is going towards debt. So if I could just finish that challenge with this money and put it towards this, that's going to be a lot of money that we're putting towards our credit card for the month of the end of February. Like, that's crazy. So let's go ahead and do $100 going into debt. So that's going to be $125 total. And then that leaves me with $300 for, right? Or, oh, I think it leaves me with $305 actually, because we had already added the 5, right? So I can go, ooh, I'm so sorry. Hands are slipping. These nails are just a little bit too long, just a little bit. They were actually longer. I can put a picture on the screen. And then I took the file and I filed them down. But to me, they're still just a teeny bit little long. But if I feel like if I do them any shorter, it's just going to mess up the design. Especially like the blood. If I do any shorter, it's going to look weird. But anyway, so we have $305. So let's do $305 minus 5, of course. And we left with $300. Okay. I'm thinking for groceries, we could do $180 or $190, because I bought factor meals. So my factor meals are going to be like, I think $86. And so if we go ahead and add the extra $90, that'll leave me $100 for my regular groceries, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. I hope so. So let me do the math before I write it down. So 300 do minus 190. That leaves me with $110 for everything else. Do we like that? Do we? I mean, we have to, because at the end of the day, I already bought the factor. So I need to factor in the factor meals so into my groceries. So we're going to do $190 for our groceries. And gas, I usually do 40, but maybe this time I can do 50. And if we don't use it all, it'll just go into saving challenges. That's what I've been doing. So let me put minus 50. We're left with $60. I think $50 is gonna work. Okay, and then spending. If we do spending plus that 14, if we do 20, that's gonna be 34, because we're gonna add this to this. So that's 34. Because we may not use all of this for language learning, but just in case I want to, I have it. That's what budgeting is for. Budgeting is if I want to, we budgeted for it. So anyway, so I think spending will do 20. If I add the extra money, that helps me out actually. So I'm thinking do 20 in eating out, 20 in spend, because we'll add that $14, which would be 34. And then we'll do minus 40. That leaves me with $20 in household. Is it wrong that I don't want to put $28 in household? Is that wrong? I don't want to put $20 in household. Like maybe 15. So I think I'm going to do 15 for household, and then I'm going to do 25 for spending. Let me do the math on that and make sure this adds up to 305. So we have 190 plus 50 plus 25 plus 15 plus 20 plus 5. And that is 305. So yes, that is correct. 305. I think that's good. I could take money from saving challenges, because that's a lot of money. But we need it. we really do need it, because I need to finish some saving challenges for like car maintenance and things like that, so I can stuff it and actually use it. So it's a blessing to have literally $100 in saving challenges. That's everything. We just need to go ahead, add it all up, and make sure that it all adds up to 500. I mean, wait, not 500, 1,335. So let's start. I need to highlight. That's why I highlight, because I can't see it if I'm not highlighting it for some weird reason. We have 807 plus 305 plus 125 plus 98, and that equals 1,335. All right, and then you guys know on the bottom here, I go ahead and I do the final breakdown, even though we just did it, but it's for me to look back on. My expenses were 807. My wallet was 305. My debt was 125. And my saving challenges were 98. And the total was going to be 0, because we are zero-based budgeters and we use every dollar to the best of our ability. And I feel like we have really done that. We have really done that today. And I'm happy with the results that we have come up with today. So thank God for that. And I'm going to go ahead and do my denominations, and I'm going to use this cute teller slip that I got from Savings with Grace. It came in a package. So thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Good luck with your budgeting journey and paying off your debts if you have any, and leveling up in life, because that's the whole point of why we do this. We do it to level up in life. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.